My dumbass. Anywho. Hmm. Hello. It's Quandale Dingle here. It's Quandale Dingle here. I probably butchered that impression, but oh well. Holy. Voice is just not doing well. What the hell? Oh. Only 42? What in the... Anywho, how are you doing today, Quandale Dingle? If you're still here. Good you? I am doing quite well myself. Well, okay. Well. Hello, the one. How are you doing today? Just gonna be repairing some mixers. Bye. That was abrupt. Well, have a good night, I guess. Why is it actually easier to repair these things when I don't have my light on? Like, in what world? Oh well. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna be repairing these things, because I am gonna have to do them. If you're wondering why that's a big deal, I am on New Game Plus 3 with 5x health. Let me see if I can interact with the Wasp here. Yeah, that's an example of the health on a Wasp. A drone, but yeah. This is not going to be an easy challenge, to say the least. It is the only real challenge I have left, though. Is all 3 of these super mixers. I've done the Colton defense. I have done all 8 bosses. I've gotten almost every single gold card. And the final defense is, ironically enough, one of the easiest things you can do in New Game Plus. Assuming you actually prep for it. Getting the resources for the final defense is actually the hardest part of it, which is kind of funny. Anyhow. Oh my days, that's a lot of stuff that I need to repair. Holy. The one thing I'll tell you I'm not looking forward to when it comes to this mixer is ticks. I'm not looking forward to the ticks. Because if you didn't know, ticks are strong enough to take down ladybirds. Which is kind of dumb. It's actually really dumb. Right? So if a tick's able to take down a ladybird, how the hell am I supposed to take down a horde of infused ones? That just seems like a little much to ask. That may just be me, though. Okay. Are you gonna aggro? You really seem to want to aggro. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Miss Wasp. Okay. I'm going to destroy every single one of these fodder walls, as I like to call them. Just to ensure that I can get a sort of fresh start on this defense, if you will. Fresh starts is exactly what I need. I guess. Oh, not the ladybirds. I hate those. I hate them. They're absolute cringe. I hope they die in a fire. And, yeah. I'm gonna have to revamp this castle just for the mosquitoes. Because while the ticks are a major threat, I cannot forget that the mosquitoes exist, right? If I forget the mosquitoes exist, my base will get fucked. Or the defense, rather. It will get dumb fucked. Right? Which isn't good, to say the least. It's really not good. So I gotta make sure I build this and that I build it right. It's gonna have to be that way for every last one of these Super MIX.Rs. Not the ox beetle, dude. Okay. Well. Let's see. From the inside, what do we got? Got this. Okay. I really don't like this idea, but I probably should. I should probably just build the whole thing from scratch, if I'm gonna be real. I should probably just build the entire thing from scratch. It's the smartest idea. Smartest bet. If I build it from scratch, I ensure that everything is accounted for, right? I need everything to be accounted for. You know what? I do also need both of those. Okay, place that. And we're gonna place a weed one as well. Excusez-moi. There we go. Weed stem pallet. Grass plank pallet. Cool. Okay. We're going to be destroying this from the literal top. First, getting rid of the ash. Because the ash is our final layer of defense. It's also the most expensive by far. Right? Cannot afford to lose them ash walls. Just can't. Yeah, if you came here for an entertaining stream, you've probably got the wrong one, unfortunately. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Mostly because this is pretty much the entire stream. It's me dismantling this thing and then getting it ready for one hell of a defense, to say the least. Doesn't help that I also tend to get very quiet when I build, just to focus a bit more, I guess. I take building quite seriously in these games, so... yeah. Doesn't really help, that's for sure. That actually made it through. What did I even... oh, got rid of those. Interesting. So, damn. I'm running out of water quick. I get this is Mascus mode, but, like, I'm in New Game Plus 3. You'd figure my water drain would be a bit slower by now. But suppose not. Now, I'm gonna have to test something really quick when I start building. But I think I'm gonna go with the strategy of, instead of building walls, I'm gonna build nothing but half walls. It's a very controversial strategy. But my idea with it is that maybe Why is that just a quarter wall? Why does the quarter wall cost 2? Shouldn't a quarter wall cost, I don't know, a quarter of what the normal wall does, which is 4? What's a quarter of 4? Oh, right. 1. Not 2. What are we on about? Anyhow. The game being a lobotomite aside. Still got a lot more to go, wall-wise. Holy. And to think I have to do this with every last one of them. Like... Ooh. Oof, is all I gotta say. And that fell into the map. Okay, that's cool. And yes, before y'all say it, don't y'all worry your fuzzy little heads, because I do have the head strip equipped. Fall damage is not going to kill me here. No, it isn't. Never in a million years. I should probably engage in that a bit more, huh? Give me the wall! That's not... No, that's just not what I did. That's just not where I put it. I don't want sap. That works, I guess. That's not gonna... Oh my god, it did. That's cool, I guess. The good news about dismantling it is all I have to do is dismantle the floor, the foundation if you will, and the whole thing should collapse. So, if I can just cause a cave-in if you will, then I should be fine. I also need to have this designed in much more of a, I guess, sort of pyramidal layering system, if you will. Just to, I guess, buy me more time against the mosquitoes. Because they tend to go forward and then up. So if I give them more stuff to interact with forward, they should interact less up. Which should increase my odds of beating the mixer, hopefully. Only time will tell. Get out of here, plant fiber. That should only drop one. What even is this, man? Not the squeaky chair. No. Okay, dude. We're just phasing through the floor now. That's kind of strange. I can't lie. I don't want to peep on a destroy. Get that there. I can't be affording to lose ash, cement. Not with how expensive and valuable it is. Those are gonna go under, yeah. Well, at least I'm salvaging most. That's what matters. Ooh. This. Trust me when I say I hate this just as much as y'all do. I hate every second of this. It's boring, but that must be done. Because if it isn't, then I am likely to fail the defense. Only a couple more walls until the whole thing blows. Boy, is that gonna be fun to watch. Two. Ow. Oh! Yes! Yes! It's done! Oh my god, why can't weeds just always snap like that? That'd be great. Wouldn't you agree, chat? Wouldn't you agree? Oh, hello. Hi, King Man. I probably missed your message for like a minute or two, but oh well. You're here now. You didn't really miss much, and you're not going to miss much more if you skip the stream. Because I just went ahead and destroyed my entire defense for this thing, because I have to rebuild all of it. Gotta rebuild it all because this is an actually serious mixer. Fair enough. Okay, I'm just glad I found that violet line again. Because, like, that line, it confirms everything that my personal theories have been hinging off of, which is the fact that she's, like, you know, secretly on our side, some kind of tsundere, if you will. Which, if you don't know what a tsundere is, it's basically somebody who has a very tough exterior, but has a soft, mushy side that they rarely ever show, if at all. Which sounds a lot like Violet, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, I only just read it about 5 minutes ago. That's fair. You're tired, I get it. And then again, so am I. I think we're all tired, man. If I'm gonna be honest. I think we're all just tired. Yeah, definitely, like, that line is a juicy lore bomb that most people will never discover because of, like, how you have to find it. It's tucked in a random cave in the middle of nowhere that you just so happen to randomly stumble across, if you're lucky. If you're lucky, you'll stumble across it. If not, you'll never find it. Seriously, I genuinely don't know how I found it the first time. Because again, it's like in the middle of the fire pit. But been busy the last few days, yeah. I get that. Had a lot going on between work, trying to manage school, then again, school's not difficult for me this semester, because my last semester was my difficult one. But between work, trying to manage theories, editing, 1 Year, 1 World, my own mental state, it's been tough. Definitely not easy, I'll tell you that much. Okay, give me another stem palette. A tier 2 one, please. Or would this be tier 3? Yeah, I feel ya. I did, though. I did. And this was yesterday. I got the Wasp gold card first off on an infused Wasp. And second off, I killed the Wasp Queen again. I beat it the first try. She did not cheat. Because constantly, it was either she summoned Wasps when she got hit. Though then again, some of that might have been my Apex Predator, since I used the Bard's Bow against her. But she did that. She hit me when she just did not hit me. Like, okay. She hit me with thin air. Like, just randomly infused me with effects. Which also happened with some Wasp drones as well. Because apparently Wasp drones doing nothing can, you know, cause other effects to proc. Why not? They just became Schmector. And then, of course, her dealing, like, a way more damage than she's supposed to. That's another beautiful thing I love. And her ignoring my parries. And also disabling my movement and heals. She just did that non-stop, and I don't know why. I hated it. Anyhow, aside from whatever you've been busy with, how have your past few days been? That's gonna need another... Well. No, I don't want Sprague. Fine, I guess. Not under a lot of stress. That's good. That's always good. Stress is just... I'm not gonna lie. Stress is actually kind of cringe. Like, being forced to feel it, I mean. It's just not fun. Mental health, though, still bad. Feel on that. I know I've shared this a couple of times, but I got bipolar disorder, which is not fun to deal with. I'll tell you that much. And if I don't have bipolar disorder, I have something very similar. I'm actually going to a psychiatrist appointment to figure that out, what exactly I have. Because it's some kind of mental fucked up disorder. From what I've figured out, though, typically mental health, it has its highs and it has its lows. So, just keep on keeping on. Oh, suck an egg. Game. Yeah, whatever it is, I hope it isn't as bad as you think, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it is. Doesn't exactly help that I was abused as a kid. Doesn't help at all. Which probably is what sparked it. Or if it didn't spark it, it's what, I guess, activated it. Or not activated, but like made it worse. Whatever it is. Also, what is this? Chat, what is this? Okay, dude. Yep. I don't know, man. The resources were floating for half a second, too. That's wild. Good news, progress-wise, on the theory stuff. I have, like, almost all the voice lines collected from Violet. Extracted, if you will. I have very few left in terms of what I actually need to gather. I still need the mixers. I still technically also have to do whatchamacallit. The network center and, like, post chip, if you know what I mean. Because you know how after you get the buggy, you have to steal the optical chip? And then she's like, oh, I guess I do have to take you into consideration. And then just raids you. I'm pretty much at that point. I just did every voice line before that, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same as post. apart from the network center. I could be wrong, though, so I'm gonna have to scout it out, if you will. Okay, let's see here. Wait, the theory you sent could be valid. Ain't looked up much as trying to rest. Yeah. Take care of your mental state first. First mixer I've done myself, I can't remember. Like the center. That's fair. The mixer, as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure it's just her taunting you and then her being like, ah! Which honestly, relatable. Relatable crash out. Am I right, fellas? Is this a relatable crash out? Probably, yeah. Honestly, most valid crash out of all time, I gotta say. Okay, you know what? Let's do the first layer mushroom bricks. Now, I do need to test this out really quick. How durable are these compared to those? Which one's more durable? This is a 1, 2 versus 1, 2, 3. Okay. If I were to just do like single hits with the axe, which is more durable? Because this is important, chat. This could be important tech. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just barely over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 9, 10, just over 11. Okay. This means it is more effective to use full walls, I think, if... No, it's just flat out more effective to use full walls. Because if something hits the smaller wall, it's almost certainly going to hit the other smaller wall along with it. Basically what I was testing, if you were, like, still confused. I was trying to test whether this is more effective or this is more effective. And yes, I know minis to distract. That's literally the only way you get through these mixers, is by distracting them. But even if it's like half under the floor, like this, right here, we still have to use the full walls. We still have to use the full walls because they are just, like, they are twice as durable. Well, over twice as durable. Right? Since they're over twice as durable, I have to use them for the actual defense itself. Obviously, we're gonna get into the whole, you know, defense elsewhere. Oh, I beat the final defense, not gonna lie. Yeah. Dude, my final defense... Let me show you this. This is gonna take a while to fly there, but let me show you what my... This is a dismantled final defense, by the way. This final defense is pretty much half destroyed. So keep that in mind. This is just gonna be standard New Game Plus defense, though. Also, Waspy Wasps, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Damn, this Nat's slow. Imagine something aggroes. Imagine something aggroes and it just disables the Nat. Oh, that would be a disaster. B. Yeah, this is my dismantled final defense. Half destroyed, especially that area. I have everything along that wall to prevent them from jumping over, since that is something they can do. And pretty much what that does is it forces them through these mini walls, which they are stupid and they attack, obviously. I have defenses around those to force the dust mites to walk around the slow way. That way they can't travel shortly. Because if they didn't know, the mites spawn on these cables and they will walk along them to take a shortcut. I have bridges, which I thought would be useful. They're not. Everything around there, since the main spawn points are there, way back by that battery there, all the way over by that, like, dirt mound way over there, and then down in the middle of that trench. Those are your spawn points that they spawn from. And then, of course, the fireflies spawn all the way at, like, the oak tree there. Yes, they actually spawn at the oak tree, which is kind of crazy. The defenses themselves don't have much. To be honest, I don't get anyone to jump down. They walk to minis. That's fair. Yeah, you do need, like, a lot of mini walls in order for them to actually jump down. Right? This many mini walls would be enough to get them to be like, okay, well, this pathway isn't worth it. It's easier for me to go over here, jump down, and skip the defense. Which is exactly why I have them set up. Because that is exactly what you do not want. You don't want them to skip the defense. That's the whole point of placing the mini walls down. But if you don't have that many, then, I mean, you got nothing to really worry about. I also have a ton of orc disruptors at strategic choke points as well. Or just on, like, the point where the, whatchamacallit, the fireflies spawn. Because the orc disruption bombs, they just completely stun. If I go to that section again, I send it. If I remember, it's fair. Another thing too, oh yeah, this is one that actually pissed me off when I was going to New Game Plus 10. Way back when. Pretty much cheesing the final defense. If you're on New Game Plus and you have a ton of defenses, please, for the love of God, put a wall here. Because what they'll do, you'll get bombardiers, and what they'll do, bombardiers and fire ants, they'll be like, okay, well, I can't get to the mixer this way. Let me go under here and shoot it through the wall. Let me shoot the actual module itself through the wall. And they actually hit it. They actually hit the module, too. To a point where you are guaranteed to lose. It is so annoying. So please, for the love of God, if this mixer, I'm pretty sure it's called Mixer Module B, if it ever just starts randomly taking damage and there's nothing there, it's because things are shooting at it from down here. The AI is sentient. Do not underestimate it. They will cheat. They will. That's what things do in New Game Plus. I should sort that myself. Never knew that. Oh, yeah. It's, to be fair, you do need, like, a ton of defenses in order to get them to do that. The fact you didn't know that they do that, or sorry, the fact you didn't know they jump above these walls, not above, but, like, they'll go across the cliff and jump down, shows that you don't put too many defenses down, and they only do that if there's a ton of defenses down. Pretty much it's like, okay, well, my path is blocked. What's the next easiest path? Shoot through the wall. You know, as if that wasn't the easiest path to begin with, but they're stupid, so. Yeah. Anywho. Let me put off the torch. I'm only on New Game Plus 5. Using the same defense from base game. Yeah, that would 100% be why you're not encountering it. You would need a defense, like, just slightly below the tier I'm using right now in order for that to actually happen. So, that probably explains why you haven't encountered it yet. Once you get to higher New Game Pluses, it becomes a lot more prominent, though. To a point where, like, it's ignoring it is literally fatal for the modules. Okay. The mites ain't a problem. Infused fireflies are annoying. Oh, 100%. That's why I take the bard's bow. And as soon as, like, the first wave of ants are gone, I'm pretty sure it is. Because the first wave is, like, ants nearby the battery, by the Brony Boy bin. So you can just go there immediately as soon as the thing starts and kill them there. And you'll get a ton of extra time for yourself. But once that happens, you're pretty much left with, another wave, which should be soldier ants coming from the main trench towards the pond, and from there you will get fireflies that pretty much spawn at the same time. If you kill the soldier ants, to be honest, Broodmother, Wasp Queen, IBM, all done, though can't be asked just yet. That's fair. Yeah, once you get to, the second fire ant spawn, that's when the fireflies come in. And from there, they spawn at the oak tree, remember. Tristan, yo. Immortal KJ91, let's go. Yeah, it depends on the New Game Plus. Sometimes that Orc Ladybird is replaced with a Bombardier, or if you're really unlucky, an Ox Beetle. Immortal KJ91 just appeared in chat. Message redacted. Or retracted, what? Kill a wolf, but it's me, Tristan. I got no idea what we are talking about. Oh. What in the... Okay. Oh. Actually, you know what? What am I doing? My first ox is always halfway. That might just be like a woe mode change if I'm being real. Could just be woe. It's random for me, because sometimes it spawns 2 ladybirds, sometimes it only spawns 1. Other times it spawns a bombardier or 2, which is like godsend. Love that. And then there's just times where it's like, yeah, we're just gonna spawn an ox beetle or 2. You know, because 2 ox beetles is obviously the nicest thing ever. Me and my dad are playing Grounded. Nice, nice. You gotta love that. Mostly is fireworker ants, so 2 ladybirds with an ox. That's, yeah, that's typically the halfway wave. What you can expect. Maybe some bombardiers and mosquitoes along with it. Oh yeah, and also dust mites. Ugh. Dust mites. Honestly, I literally main and pan dust for that mixer defense just for that reason. Good luck. What? See? Kill block. Kill block. Black Ox Beetle. What? A block Black Ox Beetle. Unless you mean like kill it without blocking, or maybe kill without missing a parry. I don't know. If you want me to do that, that'd be relatively easy. Let me just get him to pull up. Okay, so like, can I move? Hello, bud. Just so little damage, holy. I don't have, okay, let me put on the correct thing. Yeah, if you ever wonder why I don't kill ox beetles anymore, this is why. They take forever to kill. I parried that. What do you mean? 1, 2, 3. Wait. I'm in kindergarten? Okay, dude. I'm pretty sure that's personal information that we can't be sharing. I'm just saying. Can I... Thank you, King Matt. W mod. Let me lock in. Nice try, bud. Smiley face, you damn right. Eh. One. Actually, just never kill ox beetles. It is just not worth it. Holy. Actually a disaster. Because Black Ox Beetle. Get the Black Ox Beetle. No, I don't. Unless they're infused. Yeah, that's fair. Not infused ones, though. If you think that took a long time, King Matt, I don't mean to be this guy, but infused ones take 5 times longer at a bare minimum. That's not even including high defense, either. Why can't I relocate, like, half of these? I can't relocate that door, either. That's genuine cringe. That Ox HP is like my Wasp Queen. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. That is actually crazy, dude. Holy. Ox Beetle equals Wasp Queen. Confirmed. Also, I don't know if you saw, but I don't think I think I haven't played it for a while, not gonna lie. That's fair. Also, no emoji spam, please. A couple emojis is fine, but no emoji spam. That just does not work. Okay, let's hope I don't fuck this up again. I need to drink water! Yeah, in case y'all have forgotten, I do have 5x hunger and thirst drain on. Saying this nicely, if it keeps spinning, yeah. Who are you in Grounded? I am Max in Grounded 1. I typically play Pete in Grounded 2, though. And also, again, thank you, Kingman. W mod. What do you mean, location obstructed? I am actually going to fly kick my grandma. Hoops main, I am in 1. 2, it's Pete. Yeah, Pete is just like... Pete is the universal choice in Grounded 2, I feel like. He's typically the universal choice in Grounded 1, too, but like... I feel like in Grounded 2, or Grounded 1, there's a lot more variety, if you will. You see a lot of people playing all the different teams, whereas in Grounded 2, it's just Pete. Either that or Hoops. People that play Max or Willow in Grounded 2 are very rare. I'm not gonna lie. Now let me go ahead and pick these up. Okay, dude. Let me... Alright. God damn it. Obviously, if I could, I would be maining Violet any day of the week. Let's be real here. She is easily my favorite Grounded character. Not close. The Masked Stranger is just... goated. Yeah. Also agree with the point you made just before you commented. Agree with that. Sharing personal info is just not really that okay. If I'm gonna be real. It's called personal information for a reason. Yeah, Violet. The option to main Violet, like, come on now. Obsidian, what are we doing here? Why was she not a teen in Grounded 1 that we could play? Or even see? That's my question. Because, like, all we got was one hint at her existence, and that's it. Spider teen. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100% she needs to be a character eventually. Or, like, at least a mod needs to be made for it. My god, my goat. My absolute goat needs to be a playable character. speaking of, I did get a drawing tablet for Christmas. I am finally getting the ability to draw on it soon via Clip Studio Paint. And, yeah, I'll be able to draw plenty of my OCs. One of them being an alternate version of Violet. Fair enough, yeah. So, yeah. Can't wait to draw her along with all my other original characters. I'll probably give y'all backstories for each of them too, like when I draw them. And I'll probably draw them at different points in their life too, just to, I guess, show growth. So, most of that would likely be on the 3rd channel, which is linked in the description. If y'all have not seen it yet. It's gonna be where most of my OC lore stuff comes. I can't draw, though. It takes time, it takes discipline. That's the one thing a lot of people just don't understand, is they're like, I can't draw, I need to learn how to draw fast. It's like, drawing fast doesn't exist. It's a journey. Alright? Obviously, there are baseline skill levels, sure, but, like, whenever anybody's like, oh, I want to draw, well, I can't draw, how do I learn how to draw fast? It's like, guys, enjoy the process. Trust the process. Let's go ahead and do that. The extra door, I guess. There is one spot that these creatures just do not show up at all. For some reason or another, it is this spot right here in the mixer. They just don't show up. Ooh. Yeah, it is gonna have to be a little bit of a scenario, that's for sure. Okay. The looming threat, we don't have a lot of information on about either. Oh yeah, out of every single character in this franchise, there are 2 that we know nothing about. Though I would say there's only one character that we actually know more information about, or sorry, less information than the looming threat on. And that would be holy fuck, I gotta clear my throat out. I'm sure you've seen the posters of somebody that looks like they have Violet's hair color, but with Salone's kind of shape, if you will. And they're crossed out by the Masked Stranger with her symbol on it, oddly enough. Which is strange because it's an employee and Violet's too old to be an employee, but oh well. Plot inconsistency aside, literally all we get on her is that picture. That's it. That is it. At least with the looming threat, we know he's from, or it's from New Game Plus, whatever it is. At least we know that. We know nothing about who this mystery character is. Nothing. Also, holy. Voice just disappearing. Goddamn. Yeah. That's a little interesting fact for you there, I guess. Also, like, what in the... There's a lot of character we have zero information on about, really. That is, yeah, that's a fair point. Employee 555 is another. Unfortunately, we can't say Violet. We don't have a lot of information on Violet, but we do know some things. We can't say we know nothing about her, right? Can't say we know nothing about her. We can say we know little, though. Why does that work? Why does that work? If I flip this around, it will magically work. What? Off what basis? Okay, dude. Okay. Abracadabra, I make you disappear. Like... Mephisto diddly do, I shove this dildo up your ass. That's about how much sense that makes. I.e., absolutely none. Also, yes, that is going in out of context. 100%. Mephisto diddly do, I shove this dildo up your ass. What the fuck, man? I'm just not real. I'm just not real. Me just not surprised. Yeah, at this point, y'all really shouldn't be surprised at the remarks I make. If you've been watching for more than, like, 2 streams. Oh yeah, I also found my new favorite insult. Do you want to hear my new favorite insult? My new favorite threat? It's so dumb. Oh god. My new favorite threat is... I am going to uninstall your grandma. What would you do if I uninstalled your grandma? Not killed, not hurt, uninstalled. It's so good I can't even keep a straight face whenever I say it. Oh dear. Is that a good insult? Is this a good threat? Should I use this in real life? The answer to all those is probably no. But I don't care. Holy, just not working. I'm gonna have the same kind of concept I did last time, whereby I use these mushroom stairs to sort of like elevate myself up and out of the confines of this area. Man, I wish I had trapdoors. Trapdoors would be so good. That'd be so good, man. Like, why am I always dehydrated? What did I do? Hey, all I'm saying is that larva better not aggro. Why are you like this? Nice try. You're dead. Skill issue, kid. Why you're like this? Anywho, that's the third piece of lint rope. You know what? W idea. Let me go right here. That'll give me every single resource. And keep me out of trouble. W's. Gigabrain strategies, chat. Gigabrain. Okay. Now. Fair. Yep. Fair indeed. Okay. Can't make him go sideways. What I can do is this. And this is going to be my primary defense against the mosquitoes, by the way. What I'm doing right now. It's going to take a ton of mushroom bricks, but it'll be worth it. Because it's 6 mushroom bricks per thing of stairs, which is crazy. But it must be done. It must be done if I want to feasibly take out this mixer. Across all the insides. And as you can see, this is getting very expensive very quick. But again, must be done. Lest Lester the molester comes after me and diddles my fiddle. Lester is a mosquito, by the way. Just thought I'd clarify that. I mean, mosquitoes are looking to get pregnant off people. That's all I'm gonna say. I find that kinda, what's the word? Invasive? Kind of unconsensual? I did not ask to impregnate you. I did not consent to this. Okay, dude. How am I already halfway out of water again? Like... Okay, dude. Cool. I am cheating the system. Actually, you know what? Let's go triangles, right? No, let's keep the triangle shape consistent. That way I don't have to think about it. Okay, well, I have to use a half wall here. Half wall is what I'm going to have to settle for. Like the fact that I have to do that, but I do. Okay. So that would be enough for like medium mode, right? Assuming you were pretty bad at the game. No offense. But we're gonna need a lot more than that for Mascus mode, let alone Mascus mode New Game Plus. So let's get to it. How in the... Okay, I need to go down there is what I need to do. Because, like, oh, what in the... Game repair. Cancel new buy. Blueprints. Why do I have 4? Wait, did these not... I got scammed of my lint rope. That's cursed. Nice lint rope scam. Appreciate you stealing my lint rope. For no reason. At all. It actually just made it disappear. That's wild. Peak cringe, if I've ever seen it. So I'm just gonna get scammed every time I do that. That's cool. Yep. Every single time. Don't appreciate that. Not one bit. Oh, never mind. They just randomly appeared. Okay, well if that's gonna be how that's gonna work, then I would be happy to oblige. Thank you. Fuck. Well, I only lost 2 lint rope. It's better than, like, 8. Okay, anyway. We do need to put that in. Oh, also, if you're still here, Kingman, I imagine you are. Have you seen the trend I did? The one with Wendell, Tully, and Pete. And then there's Godzilla and Kong screaming at each other. It's such a dumb trend, man. It is such a stupid trend, and I love it. Yeah. Gotta love the shot I used for both of them too. It's just Pete trying to mog, and I guess kind of succeeding. And then you just got Wendell, who has the most mad scientist crazy face ever. I swear, ever since I saw that in the trailer, I was like, this is my favorite shot of Wendell ever. Peak mad scientist. The way he does it so robotically just makes it that much funnier, too. It's like, yeah, I know, I probably shouldn't be making fun of the fact that Wendell's going insane being mind-controlled and literally ripped Burgle's head off. But I think it's funny. and so it's funny. I'm curious, what was your first reaction to Wendell ripping off Burgle's head? Mine was laughter. I can't lie. Then again, I did just explain that. Confused why he did it at first. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of my first reaction. The full extent of my first reaction was like, wait a minute, Wendell, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I saw his face and I just started laughing my ass off. All my worries about Burgle disappeared because holy peak comedy. But yeah, once I regained my bearings, I was like, okay, why, Wendell? Come on now. This is your last companion. What are we doing here? Max says it perfectly. Wendell went full mad scientist. Now we go down here again. Yeah, Max absolutely said it best. As he always does, honestly. Max always has, like, just the best things to say to each scenario. Ways to, like, I guess admit that, yeah, this is serious, but, like, you know, let's try to stay positive.
Black Widow! This is not a drill.
You know, as if there are drills for Black Widows in real life. For once, Max had one job. Yes. And he did that job well. He did that job very well. Oh my god. The things Violet says to him, though. Like, I thought she dissed Pete bad. Nah. She just flat out says, don't you get it, Max? You're the joke. Like, holy. Violet, calm down. Gee, Buzz. I mean, peak entertainment, again, but like, jeez. Did not need to be that harsh. Also, I completely forgot I could do that. Beautiful. Roasted him more than a roasted aphid, yes. She beat him in his own game. She out-comedied him. Then again, I think Pete has the worst roast of them all. Do you know how Violet's, like, after you complete the second transmitter, she goes kind of crazy and whatnot? She's like,
I asked you not to do that. What is wrong with you?
Violet makes me not harsh enough, though. Fair. Yeah, you know how Violet has that sort of, I guess, emotional angsty teen moment? Where she screams into the Scabby 2K. Because boy, oh boy, does Pete have the best roast I have ever seen. She just flat out, or sorry, he just flat out, as soon as she screams into the Scabby's 2K, what is wrong with you? He immediately claps back with, what is wrong with you? You're gonna blow out the Scabbies on my Scabby, the speakers on my Scabby 2K. Made her so mad, she had to stop and take a breath. Like, holy damn. Did not know you were like that, Pete. No wonder Willow chose you. No feckin' wonder. Which, speaking of, have you seen the new Valentine short by Obsidian? Because it is funny. Yeah. The way Willow's just like, oh, my knight in shining armor, and then Pete's just like, nah, ladybuggy. A splendid creature. It's like, damn, Willow got rejected hard. Willow got rejected really hard. God damn. Let's be honest, guys. Ladybuggy. That's the correct choice. Every day of the week. Also, one time, my friend was playing Phasmophobia, it's a ghost hunting game. He was playing it with one of his friends, right? And the ghost, there's a Ouija board that allows you to kind of communicate with the ghost, right? Tell you where its ghost room is. You want to know what this dumbass read? Ramada Graffisti. I kid you not. The ghost said something, a room, and this dumbass was like, guys, I think it's in the Ramada Graffisti. Yes, my favorite room. Don't you just have, you know, a Ramada Graffisti in your house? Don't you just love that room? It's my favorite one, personally. Is there any others? No. Okay. Well, that's gonna be the case. Excusez-moi. Okay. If you had to guess, like, if you had to make the Ramada Graffisti a real room in some kind of, like, establishment or house or, you know, asylum, because the map that he found that on was asylum. It wasn't an actual room. This dumbass just misread something. But if you had to make the Ramada Graffisti a room, what room would it be? What would be the purpose of the Rematagraphisti? I think I have a pretty good idea, but I want to hear your thoughts on this very stupid, unserious subject. I'm confused in general, to be honest. That is a 100% fair response. I'm not gonna lie. It's not every day that my voice cracks that bad. And it's not every day that you hear about somebody saying Rematagraphisti being a room in a mental asylum. You know? I'm surprised the handy gnat did not fly too far away, according to the game. Likes to do that quite often, and I don't know why. Okay, hopefully these can actually provide a bit of, like, I guess, defense, if you will. No, don't put it there. Grr. Rip. Yep. Okay, so like if we could place this, that would be lovely. But we cannot place this because we are autistic. Which is saying a lot because I'm pretty sure I may also be at least partly autistic. My father was. Then again, my father was also a child pedo, so... kinda how I was born. Anywho. Place it, you fucking troglodyte! I am going to strangle this game. No offense, I act like I didn't hear a word in that sentence. That's fair. It's not exactly a, stable sentence to say. Nor just jolly... or be jolly about. Finally! I got it. I got it. On a change of topic, the thing's going along well. The base, I mean, or the mixer defense, it's coming along quite nicely, I would say. Where's the middle of this thing? I have no clue. Oh, there's the lint. There's one lint rope. Can I find another? No? That's cringe. Oh. It's like door 1, 2, so these 3 would be the middle. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Holy, that's a lot. I think I'm gonna make 1 more layer. Right? 1 more layer. I think it's fair. Alright, chat. 1 more layer to be fair. That should give us plenty of time against everything that could possibly come my way in this raid. That's also not the right way. Feck. Okay. No. Suck an egg, please. The next layer is arguably going to be... Actually, will it be the most potent defense-wise? I don't know if it should be. I don't think it should, if I'm gonna be real. I think this should be enough, right? Assuming I'm actually smart with my kills. Okay, I'm gonna put pine cone roofs on these just to sort of top them off. prevent anything from getting inside and stuck. Holy, I hate coughing, swallowing my own spit, and then nearly getting strangled because of it. By my own body at that. Nothing on the chopping block. That is good. You know what? Should I actually employ that as a strategy? Hold up. Let me think about it. I'm wondering, chat. Should I employ bounce webs as a strategy? Like, just put a ton of bounce webs everywhere and just let them bounce around uncontrollably? Should that be something I do? Should I do that? And, like, I know that's a funny meme, but, like, I'm being genuinely serious about this. Should I actually do that? Because, like, my line of thinking for this absolutely retarded idea is, like, creatures when they jump on a bounce, or step on a bounce web, what do? They bounce. They bounce up. If they bounce up too high... If they bounce up too high, they can't hit the structure. Right? And if they can't hit the structure, that stalls them. Stalling equals good. But at the same time, it also makes it nigh impossible for me to kill them. And once they do kind of, you know, break out of that trance, if you will, well, it could be Jover. God, no. I'll think about it, is what I'll leave it at. I'll think about it. And yeah, we do have a lot of walls here. Mostly because I need them. Unfortunately, I have to do something very cringe, guys. I have to use half walls. I know, I know. Absolute cringe. Oh god, I can't even do that for half of them. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna put burr floors out on the final layer just to, I guess, have maximum protection against the mosquitoes. Right? The more protection I get against them, the better. Because I am pretty much going to ignore them for half the raid. At a bare minimum. You heard that right. I'm going to have to ignore them. Is that a good thing? Hell no. Is it a thing I have to do? Yes. Why? Ticks. Mother feckin' ticks. See, ticks, they output more damage, and no, I'm not joking when I say this, than ladybirds. Having a tick attack the mixer is literally worse than having a ladybird attack the mixer. And no, ladybirds are not weaker than you think they are. Ticks are just stronger than you think they are. Stronger than you think we are. That is a reference to the Black Ox Beetles theme, by the way. But yeah, ticks, they are worse than a ladybird. That's individually. What happens when you have, I don't know, 7 ticks spawn in all at once? 2 infused? What then? Oh, and they also have lifesteal as well. So, you know, they hit the structure once, they just heal all of their health back. Because they one-tap any and all structures. Because, you know, that's fair. Perfectly fair and balanced. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to dealing with them. At all. Oh, yeah, and in case you were wondering, mosquitoes are still just as bad as you think they are. It's just that ticks are that much worse. At least ticks go down very easily. Mosquitoes? Those things take forever to kill. Those things. Those creatures. I'm not looking forward to any of this, man. And to think that this is the easiest of the upper road mixers in New Game Plus. Like, the next super mixer I'm going to be doing is the lawnmower one, by the way. I'm thinking each day I'll build a defense, and then from that defense, the next day I'll go ahead and actually beat the mixer. If possible, of course. Obviously, I have a lot of resources to grind to actually beat them all. But as far as I'm concerned, that should keep me on a relatively good pace, right? Then again, I did just pretty much waste almost all of my resources just on this one mixer, so it's gonna be a long while. That's for sure. And when I say all my resources, I mean all of my, whatchamacallit, my mushroom bricks. Every other resource I still got a ton of, so don't have to worry there. Especially because I won't have to really worry about any other resource, too. The floors are cheap and pretty much not needed. Like, I can get away with grass floors. I might use stem floors to be fancy, but, like, other than that, I don't really need to. Now, I think the most ideal form of this setup is something a bit like this. where we have sort of that. Right? Yeah, for context, I had well over 2,000 mushroom bricks before starting this. I have 800 now. To be fair, I do have another 2,000 in that chest right there, but still. Like, if this is the least cost-intensive of the mixers, what are the other two going to look like? Cost-wise. Because it ain't gonna look good, I'll tell you that much. My only saving grace is that I don't have to use stairs. That is my only saving grace. And when I say don't have to use stairs, I don't mean like... I mean like don't have to use them as a form of defense. I still might have to use them, but I can get away with grass stairs just fine. I don't know why I'm contradicting myself in my own design, but okay. I am, I guess. Why is that above? Oh my god, just place it normally. For floor. Another benefit to these mixers too is once I get this all rebuilt, I have every single mixer rebuilt, which effectively means I don't ever have to redesign these again, and I can pretty much just immediately no-send into New Game Plus 4 mixers, which is great. Okay, I'm thinking one more layer, but it's gonna be like real tiny. When I say real tiny, I mean real tiny. Real goofy looking too. The fact I have to do that. Just so that can place normally. I don't bother with them, to be honest. Can't be asked, yeah. Only reason I'm doing it is because I need 100%. Right? Okay. The defense itself is finally up. This is the defense itself. Not the whole thing. That's just, like, the protective barrier. I still have to place all the dummy walls. Oh my, oh my. I still haven't overall on my base one. That's fair. Assuming that means what I think it does. I'm assuming you mean, like, you haven't done any past New Game Plus 0. Which is, like, 100% valid. I don't blame you. 100%, yeah. 100% is pretty much the only reason you ever really should do all the mixers. If you don't plan on getting 100%, don't bother. That's pretty much the rule, right? Because they are pretty much a waste of time otherwise. To be fair, though, you do get like 20k science from these things, so doing them could be a decent way to amass that, but I think there's better ways, if I'm gonna be honest. I've done them all on my main world, which isn't New Game Plus, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, doing them on New Game Plus 2 is... not as in, like, New Game Plus 2, but, like, doing them on New Game Plus as well is kind of hell. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of hell on earth. Also shameful I have to trash those. Anyways. Yeah, doing them on New Game Plus is kind of hell. I'm not gonna lie. Because the amount of prep work I'm doing, it pretty much doesn't matter what New Game Plus you're in or, like, what difficulty you're on. This is gonna be the setup you have to do if you want to actually get anywhere. The one time you decide to aggro. The one time! Alright. Let's play and dance. Of course a ladybird just randomly joins. Whoa, 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 where do you think you're going? Okay. Guess we're dealing with you first. You're resistant to salt, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I just casually jumped over her. Okay. I'm going to drown you because it will genuinely be quicker. No. Come on. Whoa, 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 where do you think you're going? That's the cue. That is your own kid. Why would you do that? You get the fuck out of here. Nobody likes you. Why do you always do the double one? When you are, like, literally right here. Go on. No! Stop! Thank you. Now drown. Why are you like this? Why are you not getting staggered? Thank you. All that to deal with a feckin' ladybird. Just so I could have some peace and quiet. Against this wasp drone. It's gonna be even worse. Unless she just decides to stay up there. If she decides to stay up there, then I am being chilling. Oh, yo, I might have just found a new way of ordering this shit. Hold up. Oh, this is actually good. Fuck. That's actually a good method, though. What the hell? We'll do that then, I guess. Unless... Not gonna lie, this new hack might have just made my life 10 billion times easier. That's just not where I put it. Why are we like this? Let's determine how many rows I want. I think I'd want 5 at least, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can get rid of these 2. Cool. Can actually do that. Okay. Cool. Cat, get down from there. You know better. I'm wondering if I build a regular wall, would it be better? Oh, it would be. And it would be tankier too. Oh, that's genius. Be tankier too. Yeah, that's genuinely goated for an idea. Hold up. That kind of sticks out of the ground too, right? And it's twice as durable. It's twice as durable. That's the crazy part. The only thing is it costs, like, damn well over twice as much, but, like... Eh. Yeah, we'll only use it in scenarios where it actually feasibly makes sense. Regular wall. No, place it under. Okay, dude. Place it under. That's also not the right combination. Fuck. Pray for moments like those, because that's an extra durable wall. That is not. I'm going to bed. See ya. Hope you have a good day. And if I find anything about the looming threat, get okay. Well, have a good night, dude. Hope you sleep well. You deserve it. I don't care about plant fiber. Oh, not you. Move it. Can't be super built, which means it has to be placed like so. That does unfortunately work. That does not though. Let's go. More extra durable walls for me to hog and enjoy. Fortunately, there's nothing really that can go there. It's gonna go there. That's gonna go there as well. Yeah. Fuck. W's. Yeah. W's. It's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. I still need the 5. So if I may entertain this idea. This is a pretty nice defense so far, I'd like to say. Wouldn't you agree, chat? Wouldn't you agree? feel like it still needs more, though. As horrifying as that is. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, and we got 5. We'll take out 10, I guess. Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna complain about an extra strong wall. It's just like, are we sure? If we want to keep bringing this, I would not be at all disappointed. Fuck. Ooh. Boy. Walls twice as durable. Again, yes please. Hails to the yeah. I don't know why Super built that. That's like 5 times faster to just build it normally. Unsupported, great. We love this. As Violet literally says, I love this. It's a direct quote from her. okay. I guess we're just doing that then. Alright, well, makes my life easy. What do you mean I can't super build that? Huh? What? The fuck do you mean I couldn't super build that? With all due respect, what were we smoking? Anyhow. Me raging at placing walls aside. As much as I would love one of these walls, I think that's the play. There. Same there. I hate you sometimes, game. Well, I have two more, don't I? No! That's gonna be... So that's just a disaster. Maybe they'll fall for it, guys. Maybe. One can dream. Okay, good. Pretty sure a half wall works there. It doesn't. Interesting. Yes, most fascinating indeed. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, it worked again. Oh, I hate you. Oh, now I love you again. This... I swear, this game is a love-hate relationship sometimes. I was about to say, lower, you dumbass. And I will be happy. That's just not what I did, but okay. Yeah, so perhaps you're just a little, retarded? On the spectrum? Mentally challenged, perhaps? 'Cause that's just not how gravity works. You know? The universal force that applies at all times never changes. Key being that it, you know, never changes. Nope. Okay, dude. Lower it, please. Holy. That's gonna be a working half wall, isn't it? Oh, I hate it. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. Drinking poison from the same vial. Okay. Okay. What the fuck did she just appear to, or like, start vocalizing herself now. What the hell? God damn. Now that is a lot of mushroom walls. And yet it's not them all. All the way out here. We're going to place a few more. Yes, a few more. Okay, so could we just, like, I don't know, not exist? Uninstall our grandma, perhaps? Let's try. I still got my slow ass hit in before you could even react. Fuck you. Bozo. Well, it's definitely better to do that in person rather than on the net. So, like, why are we just flat lying? Oh, it can and can't be done. Huh? Why did the ox beetle come all the way out here? What business does he have in somewhere that's not his territory? Huh? Huh? Do you care to explain yourself, Mr. Ox? Like, do you care to explain yourself? Holy shit. You can't sniff me out like the wolfies can, so you have zero excuse for coming out here. That's just not true. So a half wall, half flying works, but a full wall fully solidified in the ground doesn't? What? What? Off of what shitty ass metric? How did we just start going diagonally? What? What? Okay, dude. Okay. Alright. I hate you, and I hate the fact that that half wall works. There. Yeah. Okay, so, like, that's just not true. Why? Why? Dude. I just don't get this game sometimes. So if I place them one at a time, it's okay. But the second I go ahead and not make it one at a time, it's not okay? Are we okay? Do we have dementia? Some sort of brain damage, perhaps? I fucking hate you. Do yourself a favor and work right. Thank you. So that's gonna be where the green shield's coming from. It's also where a fat majority of the mosquitoes come too. So, you know. Leather, repair the torch. Need a good old proper setup for tomorrow as well. Terrible. 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 Okay. Most terrible as expected. Ove. Should also finish these. No, I don't want to rub the mite. Okay. Oh. If I could jump. Tomorrow I do the thing, I guess. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the stream, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And for those of you watching the VODs, peace.